or have kind of gotten, a similar to where you want to share with them. But at that point, I think you just live your life. You live your life for the Lord, and they see that. And I think that's what's happened with my older brothers and family members. Sometimes it's not what we say, it's what we do. So, anybody want to comment on that?
Yeah, we're told that we're to be witnesses. As someone has said, we should always be witnessing. Sometimes we will use words.
Yeah.
But we're always witnessing by our lives.
We're a sermon in shoes. Remember that song?
Yeah.
The sermon in shoes. It's true, So, and for me personally, I'm not one that's really outspoken. If someone comes up and asks me like a question or whatever, man, I'm like right there to answer. But I'm not the type of person that's go knock on doors and cold contacts and stuff like that. For me, I like to build that relationship with a person, get to know them. Like with my pen pals, I never ask them what they did when I write to them. Never ask them, because I don't really care what they've done. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to be a friend, and most of these guys and gals I write to are Christians, so I'm able to share some other things with them. Some of them aren't. And so I just ask the Lord just to show me when I'm writing my words and pray about each letter that goes out, that God opens the doors for me to share even more. And now I'm going to be going through a study with one of, he's a Christian, but anyway, we're going to be going through a study together, experiencing God together. So, okay, let's move on to Wednesday. It's hard to get through the whole thing in the time we have, but I'm looking forward to finishing this.
Very well.
Dealing with difficult people. How many of us have dealt with difficult people? Okay, again, we are called to love. And sometimes when we deal with difficult people, I found in my life that God's trying to teach me something through trying to deal with somebody that I think is difficult. So, ask the Lord, what are you trying to teach me through this? Okay. So Jesus was a master at dealing with difficult people. Okay, by both his words and actions, he demonstrated acceptance. There's that word again, acceptance. He listened sensibly to their concerns, raised questions, and gradually revealed divine truths. He recognized the inner longing in the most hardened hearts and saw potential in the vilest sinners. For Jesus, no one was beyond the reach of the gospel. And my saying is, as long as there's breath in the nostril, there's hope, right? No one is a lost cause. Jesus certainly believed that none have fallen so low, none are so vile, but that they can find deliverance in Christ. It's Ellen G. White, Desire of Ages. Jesus looked at people through a different set of lenses than the rest of us do. He saw in each human being a reflection of the glory of the original creation, how we originally created us to be, right? That's how Jesus sees us. He raised their thinking to grasp the possibility of what they might become, and many rose to meet his expectations for their lives. Okay, so in Matthew, we have several scriptures here. Matthew chapter 4, verse 18 and 19 says, And Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brothers, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. Then he said to them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. Okay, so as we're reading these passages, think about what do you find similar in Christ's appeals to Peter and John, an unnamed questioning scribe, and the thief on the cross. Study Christ's approach to each of these carefully. And what do you think stands out to you? Okay, so we read the first one about him calling them to become fishers of men. Okay, so anyway, you're looking at them in the boat, and they're trying to catch all this fish, right? Catching this fish. So when God approached them, he kind of gave a relatability about them catching the fish, but he wanted to teach them how to fish for souls of men, right? So there was a parallel there, which I thought was really cool. Okay, so Mark chapter 12, got to another. Mark chapter 12, verses 28 through 34. We read, let's see, that's another long. 12, 38, 34, 28 through 34. Okay, then one of the scribes came, and having heard them reasoning together, perceiving that he had answered them well, asked him, "Which is the first commandment of all?" And Jesus answered him, "The first of all commandments is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. This is the first commandment. And the second, like it, is this: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these."